The confrontation between Izzy and Jared Cannonier has at long last taken place after many torturous months of waiting for it. You're probably well aware that many of your favorite celebrities, fighters, and analysts are sharing their opinions on various social media platforms. As a result, we have selected some of the most interesting responses from social media as well as celebs and made them available for you to watch in this video. Stay around and find out how key people are talking about all that happened in the blockbuster battle. Everyone believed that Izzy's reign as champion would continue for an extended period of time, and he had the support of the majority of the globe. As for Jared Cannonier, he may have entered this fight as an underdog, but he still has the support of influential individuals such as Chris Pratt and others. It was exciting to see if the battle was actually a war, as Cannonier had said, and not a 5-minute affair as Izzy had hoped. What, if anything, did you not anticipate? Even though he was the winner in the end, the audience did not feel that their time and money had been spent wisely. Not only was the physical aspect not exciting and not suspenseful, but certainly the psychological aspect as well. Yes, this fight triggered a shift in the entire UFC middleweight division moving forward, and it'll affect the outcomes of many other fights. We'll be sure to cover all of these developments when they occur. Now, let's examine how major individuals responded to the conflict. Did individuals believe that their faith had been misplaced, or did the outcome of the fight leave them with a sense of satisfaction? Let's see. Israel Adesanya easily defeated Jared Cannonier as the crowd jeered his lackluster performance. Saturday night, Adesanya successfully defended his UFC middleweight title for the 5th time with the scores of 49-46, 49-46, and 50-45. Throughout the battle, the stylebender employed a more conservative strategy, stifling his opponent with a slow-paced technical striking clinic. Fans appeared to be more amused by Adesanya's impersonation of The Undertaker and his walkout than by the bout itself, as the champion strolled out to the WWE Hall of Famer's introduction song while carrying the Mystic Urn and wearing the dead man's trademark wide brim hat. Adesanya used yet another pop culture reference when he promised to avenge a loss to Alex Pereira, who knocked out Sean Strickland earlier in the evening, placing him in the driver's seat for the next title shot. Now, with combatants and the media weighing in on the match, Express Sport provides all the responses to the main event of UFC 276. Carlston Harris, a Guyanese welterweight in the UFC, stated, "The main event was more like a sparring session in the gym. The champion has successfully retained his championship. Pereira versus Adesanya." Former UFC fighter Gerald Harris said, 5 rounds of sparring and Jared had a terrible game plan. MMA journalist Shaheen Al-Shati of MMAfighting.com said, "Clear win for Israel Adesanya, but that's 3 in a row now at middleweight where we're using words like tactical and technical to describe the action. Something has been missing since the Jan Blachowicz fight." While in a video posted to Twitter, former 2-weight UFC champion Henry Cejudo stated, "People are leaving, dude. Look, don't hear it from me. Look, this guy's coming out like The Undertaker. I got my brother Pereira right there, and he's about to take him out." Before UFC welterweight and former middleweight Kevin Holland simply tweeted, "Snooze." After a string of losses while gambling on the UFC, rap artist Drake finally broke his losing streak when he won $1 million wager on Israel Adesanya's defense of the UFC middleweight title versus Jared Cannonier. The Grammy award-winning artist is rumored to be responsible for the so-called Drake curse, in which champion boxers and other elite athletes failed to perform well in important competitions after receiving his endorsement. And his luck has been especially terrible for mixed martial arts competitors, as seen by the fact that he posed with Conor McGregor before the latter's bout against Khabib Nurmagomedov and also lost a series of large money wagers this year. In March, despite the fact that Jorge Masvidal was the underdog versus Colby Covington, he initially bet a total of $275,000. The previous world title candidate was soundly defeated by a unanimous decision, but that didn't stop Drake from doubling down and betting $550,000 on Justin Gaethje to win against Charles Oliveira 2 months later, despite the fact that he lost a significant amount of money in that wager as well. But he was in much friendlier terrain with Adesanya, who was the odds-on favorite in his 5th title defense. He was defending his title against Cannonier, and the Nigerian was in complete control from the beginning to the end, while Cannonier was unable to make the most of his opportunity. A FaceTime conversation between Adesanya and the rapper could be seen taking place earlier in a video that was uploaded on social media and circulated online. It was on this call that he was informed about the wager in which Drake had once again invested a significant amount of money on a UFC fight, but this time he wasn't supporting the underdog. "Bro, I already know what time it is," Drake could be heard saying. "You know, I put a light million up." When Adesanya balked at the number, he responded that it was a light mill. "I had to put a light mill on my brother." He added, "Return on investment is a lock." And that's all for today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section below. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the following video with some more of the latest updates, and until then, stay tuned.